Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Itanogrene. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can introduce a graph paper into your Microsoft Word. Sometimes when you are to type examination questions, you may want to set a question on graph for your student. So you may want to draw the graph yourself. So in learning this video or from this video, you can do that on your own. Design your graph paper the way you want it and you are good to go. Even in class as you are teaching, you may be taking your student graph work and you may want your graph to come out the way you want it. So instead of you going online searching for different graph paper, so why not just design your graph paper the way you want it and you make your class fun and easy for you. So without wasting time, you need your FFX, which is the FX software installed in your system, integrate it into your Microsoft Word and you are good to go. So we start by clicking on the FFX. Then you also do this using the FX Draw. Just tap on the FX Draw, then it's already open here. So this is how the FX Draw page come in. So these are a small grid box, but I don't need this one. All I need is graph paper. Let's close this. Then you go to this place. You see different kind of graph, but I don't need a function graph. Function graph is where you plot some kind of graph. That is just an automatic plot, but this is not what I want to show you now. This is a graph I want to show you, graph paper or graph papers. So how do you want your graph? So just click on this graph paper, click on the screen and drag. You see the graph paper will appear. So this is a graph paper. You can set it the way you like. You can pull this up. Okay, so the way this is designed now, in default this is a 2 centimeter graph, and the interval, you can see there are 10 intervals between 2 centimeters. So if you want to do any setting on this, you can still click on the graph, then click on this setting symbol. Then you can see different kind of graph. Isometric is there, polar, hexagonal, or isometric alternative. So you may need a dot graph or grid. Let's start with grid. You can see the major axis. So that's why I said it's 2 centimeter graph. So this is 20 millimeter for the major, then for the minor is 2 millimeter. You can also change it to 2 centimeter if you want. So you return the same thing. Then this one is going to be 0.2. So you get the same result. If you click on OK, you see the same result. So if this is all you want, if you want to change the color of the major or the minor, you can change it here. Let's assume I want it to be red. Remember, you can change the line style. Okay, or if you want to thicken the line, you can use this. If you want to change the color, let me change it to red for the major axis. So that is major for X. We can also do major for Y axis, which is 1 also. Let's use red also. Okay, then okay, then you can leave the other one as blue. So that is it. So if this is all you want, you can just tap on this. It will go to your Microsoft Word directly the way you want it. So you can see it there in your Microsoft. You can drag it to where you want to position it and use it in your class or set your question depending on what you want. Alright, so this is how you can design your graph paper using your Microsoft Word. If you still want to do some editing, maybe this is not what you want, maybe you want 1 centimeter box, just click on it, go to edit, continue from where you stop. So click on the graph, setting, let's take this place to be 1 centimeter, 1. So let's leave this also as this. You see how it will turn to. You can see maybe this is the kind of graph you want. You can leave it like this. You can put axis if you want. Just get your line. Use your line with arrowhead. You can choose a standard default here. You can use vector line to put your two axes, your y and your x axis. You can start from down, you rise up. Oh, I've not clicked it. Okay, vector, then you must tap on that line, then you can start from here, go up. You can start from here, you go to your y and your x axis. You can put it the way you want it. So that is it. You can label it, just type your text. You can put your text box. You can just put your y axis. You can put the next one, x axis, just like that. Then drag it to where you want to place it. Just click and drag. You can label your y axis. You can click and drag. Okay, you go to Microsoft Word, it will appear the way you want it here. So you can see it just like that. Then you can start plotting the way you want it. You can use it in your class, put your projector, be doing it in your classroom, label your value 1, 2, 3, just like that, and you are good to go. So if you still want to do any editing, let's assume you want other form of graph, maybe isometric, you can change this. Or let me just do that one on a separate page. Let's leave this. Okay, so let's leave this like this. Let me go to a separate page. Okay, let's use a separate page for this. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, alright, let's go to another page to do this. Okay, so still same process, FX draw. Okay, so let me get my graph. You may need other form of graph paper. Let's say I want to do something like isometric. Just click on this, just tap the isometric. Okay, you can see it, you can enlarge it, and yeah, okay. If you want to change the color as well, you can do that here. Change the color to whatever color you wish, maybe red. So depend on what you want. So in isometric, it's easier for you to use it to draw your isometric box. Maybe you have like the basic technology teacher, you want to do simple sketch of isometric board, you can use it. Then you can project it on your board. Then you can start drawing. You see, when you put your mouse on any point, it's being highlighted. You can go like this, go like this. You can see a simple isometric box can be constructed. See, you go just like that. You can go just like that and you keep going. Okay, let's undo that. Okay, so if you don't want isometric, any form of graph you want, it can be the hexagonal. You can see, depend on what you want. You are the teacher, depend on what you want in your classroom. It can be the polar. Click and drag, make it small, depend on what you want. It can be the alternative or isometric, just like that. So depend on what you want to do your settings just like that. Let me leave the polar. You can do any setting you want to do here, the size of the circles and the rest. If it's a dot graph, you can put your dot. Let's put it in Cartesian so that we see it clearly. See, this is your dot graph. If you want it to be small as dot graph, you can reduce this to 10. You can see the dots are very small. Let's make it to 5 so that we see it tinier. You can leave it like this. So depend on what you want to do, change color, change the color to whatever color you want. It's now highlighted. We can't change color for dots. So this is all I have for this video. You are the teacher, you want to do graph work with your students, you can actually use Microsoft Word to do it. Just have your FFX in your system, design it the way you want it, and you are good to go. Just have your work the way you want it and put it in your class like that, and your work will come out the way you want it. So that is all I have in this video on how you can design your graph paper for your classroom, for your student. Let me just put these dots and take it to Microsoft Word. Alright, let me see. Okay, Cartesian. Okay, yeah, you can see it here. So you can drag it, position it where you want to put it. So that is all for this video. So thank you for watching this video. Do have a nice day.